Hi everyone. Well, we're up here in Modesto. We got moved into an apartment. We haven't quite set up a little video studio yet, but we did want to say hi and share a little message with you today. So, if you happen to hear any noise, Phoebe's running around here, so hopefully we'll keep her entertained. But anyhow, we got a kid. So today we're going to look at a diet and fitness program. It's called P3 Diet and Fitness Program. So maybe not what you were expecting us to talk about today, but there's lots of diets out there. There's the apple a day keeps the doctor away. There's all the diets about how much sugar you should avoid, and about not eating fats or not eating meat or just eating meat. There's lots of different diets out there, and they all try to promise you something, and yet it seems with every different person it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Whether it's a diet or a fitness plan or an exercise plan, none of them could really guarantee perfect results. But there is a diet and fitness plan that will guarantee health and strength. That sounds pretty good. Guaranteed health and strength for 100% of the people that accomplish, complete, fulfill, live this diet and fitness plan. So I wanted to share with you, it's called the P3 Diet and Fitness Plan. There's 3 components to it. Follow those 3 components, you're guaranteed health and strength for life. The first component, do not be wise in your own eyes. That maybe sounded a little strange, not what you're expecting for the first component of this fitness and diet plan, and yet it's critical. You have to start with this one. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Now maybe you're thinking, what does that even mean? Well, there's a couple different ways it can mean. It can be that person that walks around and they just think they're right about everything, and they don't really care what anyone else thinks, and if someone disagrees with them, they get in an argument, they get in a fight with them because they think they're right. They don't even consider the possibility that someone else might know more than them, and someone else might be more wise or smarter than them. They're wise in their own eyes, and it gets people into a lot of trouble. Now we all know that we should have counselors, we should have people that help us and guide us, especially with fitness and health plans. We should have people that can direct us in the right direction. So this plan that guarantees health and strength in your life, very important that we have counselors and we have wise people. Now some people do go to counselors. They have a plan for their life. They have something they want to do, something they want to accomplish, and they know maybe in the back of their mind that it's not quite right. It's not really what they should do, and they just go to certain of their friends that they know are just going to encourage them to do whatever they want to do, and they avoid other people. Maybe it's their parents, a teacher, maybe some other person in their life that they know is always trying to encourage them to do the right thing, and so they avoid those people and just talk to people they know are just going to confirm their own thinking. Those people are wise in their own eyes. They even maybe know that they're wrong, and yet they live in such a way thinking that they know best, that they're really not interested in all this other counsel. So it's very important not to be wise in your own eyes, to recognize that I need people, I need others, I need God to give me instruction, to tell me what is right and what is wrong, to tell me what I should do in certain circumstances. Very important if you're going to have health and strength that you not be wise in your own eyes. The second component, very important, probably it's the central of the 3, is the most important of these 3 aspects. Fear God. 2 words, that's it. Very simple, and yet it will revolutionize your life. Fear God. What does that mean? What does it mean to fear God? Well, some people think it just means respect God. Well, it's actually more than that. It's more perhaps the idea of revering God, or having reverence for God. It's really honoring God, desiring to give Him all glory, honor, to obey Him, to listen to Him, to value all the things He says, and desire to obey Him. That's really what it's going to look like to fear God. And I think there is another aspect to it, which we'll come back to because we're going to hit that 3rd point, and you'll see how it relates to the idea of fearing God. The 3rd point of this diet and fitness plan is depart from evil. Depart from evil. Now that's almost just common sense. If you want to avoid a lot of catastrophe in your life, don't get involved in situations where people are doing things they shouldn't. If someone's doing criminal things, obviously don't be in that situation. If someone's trying to encourage you to, say, do illegal drugs, no, flee from that. Depart from that. Don't put yourself in that situation. So there's so many different things in life. You can look at it and say, well, that's a temptation to cause me to do something bad. Or those are individuals that aren't doing something bad. Or that's a situation where something bad might be going on. Just get yourself out of those situations. Don't put yourself in situations where you'll be tempted, where others will encourage you to do things you shouldn't do. Don't allow yourself to think about things that are wrong. No, there's some times where there's a little seed of temptation put in your mind and you're thinking about it, think about it. No, mentally you have to run away as well. There, get your mind working, get your mind exercising as well. So let's go back to point number 2. Fear God. So that fearing God is not only just reverencing God, desiring to please God, but it's also recognizing the things that God hates and saying, God hates those things. I'm not going to do the things that God hates. I don't want to be associated with the things that God hates because I fear God. So consider that in your life. Don't think you know everything. You may have to go to the book of Proverbs. That's in fact where the P3 diet comes from. Proverbs chapter 3. Go ahead and read the whole chapter. You're going to see these 2 verses that I've been talking about today. It'll help you in all aspects of your life. But if you want health and strength in your life, do not be wise in your own eyes, fear God, and depart from evil. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll hopefully try to get a little more set up next week and have another lesson from Proverbs, the book of wisdom, the book that will guide you in your life. Have a good week.